This is going to be an interesting evening. What I was initially going to talk about yesterday in my meditation, as I was thinking about the service, they gave me something totally different, information I've never had before, and the information is still coming in. So if I sound confused, I am. Going beyond the physical. Do you know that as a human being, you're only partially physical? I've mentioned here before that all of us, we wear 4 different bodies. And only one of those is physical, and that's our physical body. We also are wearing a mental body, which is our mind. We're also wearing an emotional body, which is our ability to feel and express emotions. And we're wearing a spiritual body, which the essence of is our soul. And this morning I gave a talk on death and dying, and mentioned that only one of these bodies die, the physical body. The physical body dies because it's made out of the elements of the earth and is sustained by the elements of the earth, by the food and the water and the air. And the earth itself, as all physical creation, is made out of a lower type of energy. The insight that they were trying to download is that the universe is made out of 2 different types of energy. And our physical body is made out of the earth energy, which is all from the electromagnetic field of energy, of which light is a part of that field, all right? But there is a higher type of energy that makes up our other 3 bodies: our mental, our emotional, and our spiritual. And this is an energy that is much higher frequency. It has a much less density, and it's called etheric energy. Have you ever heard that we have an etheric body? Okay, that's what our etheric body is made up of: our mental body, our emotional body, and our spiritual body. And those bodies are eternal. When our physical body dies, the cause of death isn't because the heart stops beating and the brain activity stops. The fact that happens, that's caused by our etheric body leaving our physical body. Our physical body in and of itself has no life force. The life force for everything that has life comes from the spirit realm. For us, that is our soul. Our soul is a microcosm of the prime creator, of God. And God created us in His image and likeness so that we could embody more of its self than any other life form on the planet, which makes us the most evolved species on the planet. And it is through that implant in our soul, that divine within us, that the Creator is able to experience this part of His creation. And as we awaken and begin communicating with and merging consciously with our soul, the Creator is then able to create and express itself through us. All right? And that's the awakening process that much of humanity is involved in right now, is getting in touch with that inner divine essence and asking it to express itself. I do that before I give a talk. What do I know? You know, with my limited conscious brain here, whereas my mind, that's made out of etheric energy, my mind is like a computer, a desktop or a 'n' 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 ' is like the cloud. It has information from most of the computers in the entire world. So why not tune in and use the mind instead of just using the brain? And our conduit to connect our mind with our brain is our subconscious. We go into the meditative or the alpha state and we ask the question that we want an answer to, and then by combining our heart and our head together and staying in a receptive mode, the answer comes. But my experience is it never comes the way you think it'll come. It always comes in unexpected ways. So you need to really keep your mind open and remember what you've asked for. All right? So we're only 1/4 physical, but we're 3/4 not physical, beyond physical. We are etheric. Only our physical body is made out of physical material and sustained by physical material. And what the research on death and dying indicates, at the instant of death, we flatline. That is, the heart and mind stop together. Why do they stop together? I mean, there's enough nutrients and oxygen in the blood to keep the brain going for probably several minutes after the heart stops, but it doesn't. It stops. They both end right then. That's because when this astral body, as it's called, leaves, or the etheric body, as it leaves the physical body, the body has nothing to sustain it. Now, the research indicates that when that death occurs, you'll hover near the ceiling for a matter of seconds. You can see and hear everything going on. You can look down and see your physical body, and you don't feel any emotion. Okay? This says that 1, the brain is working. Number 2, you have consciousness and awareness. Number 3, your emotional body is working. Those don't die. And after staying there for a matter of seconds, you move rapidly. They describe it as being space, but it can't be because they said it's dark, and in space there are a lot of stars. So anyway, you're going someplace, but in the distance is a white light. You feel very attracted to it. When you get to it, it's a tunnel of light, and you recognize that's the entrance to heaven. And you don't necessarily rush right in. These people that have gone through death and been resuscitated, they stopped at the entrance because they knew that that would be the end of that life if they went in. And they decided, no, I've got more things to do. I'm not ready to let go of my family yet. And as soon as they make the decision not to go in, they're back in their physical body. Their heart and brain both become active again. Okay? So we know that we live beyond death. Now, what they were telling me in my meditation is that let me back up a little bit. You've heard that the universe has 11 different layers, dimensions, and the astrophysicists have mathematically proven that that's true. It's the only way the universe can exist in its present form. Now, because our body is physical, our 5 senses are physical, and we have awareness through our 5 senses of the 5 lower dimensions, but not beyond that. You know, the scientists know that there are 11 dimensions, and they can measure some of the effects of the higher dimensions. But do you know what they call those higher dimensions? Dark matter. Because they don't know what it is. Because it's beyond the range of our senses. So dimensions 6 through 11 are etheric. They're made out of etheric energy. The 5 lower dimensions are made out of electromagnetic energy, just like us. But we're only 1/4 electromagnetic. We're 3/4 etheric. the quantum physicists, and as you can tell, I like the science here, the quantum physicists have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that consciousness is universal at all levels, at all dimensions. Everything has consciousness, no exception, throughout the universe. And that's one of the indications, to me at least, that what the universe in reality is, it's the body of the Creator experiencing and expressing itself. All right? If consciousness is universal, that would say that etheric energy has consciousness, and everything that's made of etheric energy, which would include our mind, our emotional body, and our soul. I have a question for you. When's the last time you talked to your soul? Have you ever thought about talking to your soul? Have you done? Do you feel you've done it, Nathan?
I feel like I've reached states, yep, infrequent, but they are becoming more frequent, where I'm tuned in. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'm going to ask, how does it feel?
Like a deep state of unmistakable knowingness. There's no question about it.
All right.
Yeah.
So my recommendation is, in your meditation, begin talking with your soul. Ask it questions. Ask it for help. Again, it's not prone to help unless you ask. So ask what you need. And if you can reach the point where you can literally dialogue with your soul, you will be functioning not as a fifth dimensional being, but at least as a sixth dimensional being. You'll be operating outside of the physical realm. And that's your potential. All right? So, keep in mind that you are you're 3/4 a spirit being and only 1/4 a physical human being. And know that when you die, it's only your physical body that dies. So why should we be spending the vast majority of our time on our physical body and ignoring our physical body, our spiritual body, which is eternal? The other thing about death, you can never escape living with yourself. Do you want to put your energy in that part of you that's going to die, or that part of the energy that you're going to have to live with for the rest of eternity? All right? You know, what makes sense? Seriously here. And the other thing, that when you die, the place you go to in heaven, Jesus said, in my Father's house are many rooms. The room you're going to go to is the room that you're going to be most comfortable in, and that is the room that's at the level of your consciousness. And that means that everybody around you is going to be like you. So you not only have to live with yourself, but you have to live with a lot of these other beings. Who do you want to live with? So my suggestion is, the time that you have left, use it to become the person that you really love, that you really respect, and that you enjoy. Keep your heart and mind wide open. Give up all that is negative, not only in thought, but also in word and in action and in emotion. Because what you're creating, we are all the prime creators of ourselves, of the person we are right now. So come up with the perfect you and work to become that, because it will carry with it eternal consequences. Thank you. Okay. Can we bow our heads now, or not bow our heads, but just close our eyes and Take some deep breaths and relax. With each breath, feel yourself, your mind slowing down. And feel your body relax. As you exhale, exhale through your mouth. And with each breath, go deeper and deeper. And when you get deep enough, using your inner eyes, look deep within yourself. See and feel the presence of your soul. Call your soul forth. Let it fill your entire physical body. And moving out beyond the skin, envelop you in its presence, its loving, joyful, peaceful energy. Thank your soul, because it's put up with you through how many lifetimes? And ask its forgiveness. And express your thanks, for it is the source of life within you and has always been that. Sense within your soul the divine presence. And feel your own divinity as you recognize you are one with your soul. It is one with you. And now, looking through the eyes of your soul, look up, look around. And the only thing you see and recognize everywhere you look is the divine presence of the Creator, of whom you are a part. The only thing that exists are an infinite number, an infinite variety of sizes, shapes, frequencies, colors of the Creator, and it is beautiful beyond the ability to describe with words. And you are at one with it. And you can sense all of creation is aware of you even as you are now aware of it. And you sense the at-one-ment that they all have not only with you but with each other. It's all one. The Creator. So much love, so much peace, so much harmony. And it's all at one with every aspect of itself. And through the eyes of your soul, look back at you and your life and see the role it has played in creating the wholeness of the universe. And now you may ask, not only your soul, but the entire universe, the prime Creator in all of its majesty, glory, dimensions, to empower to lead, to guide. That with your physical body, what your heartfelt desire is now is to express the divine essence that you are, and to give you all that is necessary, the guidance, the opportunities, the challenges to do that. That the creation might unfold wherever you are through you. For now you have established an at-one-ment with the Creator and with the creation. You know you are a part of it, and it is a part of you. And together all things are possible. And so it is. And so it is. And as you're ready, you may gently and peacefully come back to this time and place.